Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Scout Flip and Customize, and today we're talking high bay lights. That's right. What do we got going on for lights in here? We got a building that's approximately 44 by 37 feet with 14-foot walls. So the lights are sitting around, about that 14, 15-foot mark. So in the high bay light world, there are tons and tons and tons of options. All right, so in the high bay LED light world, as you know, the sky's the limit. There are so many makes and models out there. And when we built the shop here at Flip and Customize, we didn't know what to go with. But I'll tell you what, the Obullight, the 150 watt light is the one we chose. Has proven itself time and time again. And what I'm gonna tell you is, do your homework. It makes a difference on the height from the floor. It makes a difference on the size of the building. Obviously the color of the interior. Here, obviously we have that whitish off-white color. It does help reflect light. We are, like I said, 14, 15 feet off the ground. It does make a difference. What we're gonna do today though, is we're gonna be adding one more over here in the corner over our machine area there. Because it could use a little bit more light. And what I'm gonna do is take you through the basic process of that, but before we do that, I'm gonna show you the light itself. All right guys, like I said, we purchased this from Amazon. It's the 150 watt high bay LED light. And what you're gonna get from that is the actual light itself, and this thing is big and beefy. It's impressive looking. It's all like a cast aluminum housing with the cooling fins to help get rid of some of that heat as well. Let me get it out of the bag here. I'll show you a little more. It's about, I don't know, it's about a foot or so in diameter as far as that goes there. It's got a real durable, like a glass, I guess it'd be a hard resin type plastic coating on it on the front. Like I said, it's like a cast aluminum housing. It also comes with a safety chain. Now, every time you put one of these up, and we always do, we attach the safety chain just in case. Along with that, you have your anchor that screws to the top, as well as a chain, a mounting chain. A lot of these other manufacturers do not come with that. This one does. And how we chose to wire our lights up is just literally plug and play. So we've got the stuff here to add one more outlet up high in the ceiling. That's how we do it. I'm not going to take you through the process of wiring up the building. That's not what it's about. It's about the light. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get the wiring roughed in, and then I'll take you up there and show you kind of the light and how we're going to do it. But if you got any questions on the light itself, go ahead, drop a comment. Let me see what I can do to answer them and let you know what we have here in our building. All right, guys, and what I want to mention now is we currently have 6 lights in this space. That is it. And let me tell you what, you come in here at night or even in the daytime, and it's impressively bright in here. We do have a separate section over there with some separate LEDs that's over there by our powder coating area that's just specific to that task. But this corner right here is the one we want to focus on. We get some shading and stuff like this when we're doing the metalworking of the drill press. So we're going to put one more right up there. Like I said, I'm going to run the conduit up there and get ready for our hanging part of the light, and I can go ahead and show you that part, and we can turn it on. I'm going to put it on a separate switch, a separate breaker. So it's not on all the time. It's just when we're machining, I can flick it on and we have some extra light. So with that being said, I'm going to start roughing in some electrical. All right, guys, as far as anything you have to do for work on the light itself goes, it's very minimal. Like I said, they do have the mounting hardware that comes with it, which is nice. You have the part that screws into the light itself, and then you have your mounting chain. Depending on your application, you may do something a little different, but what we use is pretty much going to work for this application here, as well as like a safety set screw. So basically, in a nutshell, you thread in your eyelet right here, and I believe it's regular thread. Yep, regular thread, right hand, regular thread. You screw your eyelet all the way in. If I can do this without getting the chain all wrapped around me. And then, once your eyelet's in, you're gonna go ahead and put your safety screw in there as well. So there's that. Then you got just a Phillips head screw right here. That's gonna lock those threads in place. I'll have to get a screwdriver to tighten it down. But basically, this will keep you from, once I screw this in here, I can do it and record it. Stand by. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I promise I'm getting it. There we go. So you screw that all the way in, and what that does is it prevents this eyelet from backing out. And that's just another means of safety. Then you have your mounting chain here. Depending on the height you want, you may have more chain, less chain, whatever. And then you have your safety strap as well that you can mount onto the same foundation. You can mount it to a separate anchor. It gives you another means of capturing that light, which is awesome. So now we'll go up in the roof there, and I'll kind of show you how the mounting goes. Oh, hey guys, welcome back. So I got my electrical all roughed in here. I'll go down there and grab you, bring you up here, and kind of show you how these lights are going to mount, and then we'll actually mount the light and fire this thing up. All right, guys, this is what you got. Basically, this is our cross beam or our truss of the steel building, and it's got an outlet mounted to it, because these lights are plug and play. I mean, I'm sure you could convert to a hardwire connection, but plug and play. So literally, once you mount it or hang it, you just plug it in. As simple as that. And what I did here is we have a nutser into our building truss right here for the main hanger, and then another self-tapper for the safety wire. So basically, the light's gonna hang off this one right here, and then the safety wire is gonna attach under this one. So I'm gonna go ahead, grab the light, and get this thing hanging, and kind of come back up here and show you exactly how we did it. All right, guys, here it is. We got our high bay LED light all hanging, all mounted up here, and I'll kind of show you what we did. This is the chain that comes supplied with the light. And most manufacturers, just so you know if you're shopping for these, do not come with this. So plan ahead. You will not have to do this with this light. They have thought of everything as far as that goes. So the main light is hanging right here off a nutser, thread, bolt, and lock nut, all on here and securely holding this light right through the middle here. Remember that we tightened down this little set screw on this eye bolt so it will not back out. And then the safety cable, a just-in-case cable, is attached over here to a self-tapping screw, just in case. Typically you wouldn't need that, but you never know. And then simply as plugging it in, show it to you here, you just plug it in. Now, keep in mind, a lot of times, you can't reach these lights. They're 12, 14, 15 feet in the air, so you need to have this outlet on a switch or whatever it's plugged into on a switch, unless it's right within your reach. So what I'm doing is I'm putting it on a separate breaker, but regardless, what we're gonna do now, I have it on a separate switch from the rest of the shop because I don't need it on all the time, but when I'm working over here in the corner, I'm gonna want it on. So we'll go down there, we'll turn it on, and we'll see how the difference is. And it's worth mentioning that these lights in here in the shop have been up for over a year now, and they're running between 40 and 60 hours a week, nonstop, all the time. And I have not had one burn out yet. So that is definitely worth mentioning, because like I said, the market for the LED lights is huge. And I gotta tell you, I've been happy with them so far, and then we're gonna add this one more here and see what we got. So out of all your choices, the Obullight company, sold on Amazon, is probably my #1 recommended high bay LED from personal experience. Now, let's test it. All right, guys, so the rest of the lights are on in the shop here, but as you can see in this corner, over here in our machining area, it's this light there, but it's not like super bright. So I'm gonna go ahead now and turn on our light, and you'll be able to see the difference. Now, I'll kind of just pan it back a little bit, and you can kind of see the area, and I'll go ahead and turn it on, and look at the drill press. Boom. That right there is a game changer. That is so nice. Look how bright it is. That changed the whole aspect of that corner of the machine shop with that one light. That 150 watt Obullight. Man, that is awesome. And I'll do it again. Do-do-do. All right, same thing, a little different, a different view, I guess. So the light is off right now. The rest of the shop is on, but that light is off. So now we're just gonna turn this one light on, and that makes all the difference in the world. I'm gonna try and go ahead and shut all the lights off in the shop. Gets quite dark in here. Now we're gonna go ahead and turn this one light on right here, this one bulb in this big shop, and see right there alone, that is just one. And that's why I did it on a separate switch, so you can kind of see how big of a difference it makes. Nothing else is on, it's just right here. And that is really bright. You could work in this area with that one single light on. I'll go ahead and turn everything else on. And as you can see, pow, all the Obullights come into play. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing that properly, so I'm gonna go ahead and spell it anyway. It's O-Bull as in bull, lights. So it's simple as that, Obullights. And what I'm gonna do too is I'm gonna go ahead and put the link to the light in the description below on Amazon. As you can find them, boop, shut it off. You can find these babies on Amazon. It is well worth the money. There's obviously, there's different price points depending on what you're gonna get, because they offer, I believe they offer like 100 watt, 150 watt, 200 watt, 250 watt. They get really, really bright. This just matches everything else we had in the shop. So I just wanted to stay consistent with that, but we wanted a little bit more light in the corner there. So at the end of the day, we're very happy with the quality of the Obullights, the brightness of them, everything about them. I've been very happy with, and the longevity itself. So Scott from Flip and Customize, I'm gonna recommend this and give it a thumbs up. Check them out on Amazon, the link in the description below. Thanks for watching. Take care, guys.